Page 26, Bohemian Dance. Lots of staccatos, lots of grace notes. We'll get to those later. First, let's cover the notes and rhythms and all. This has two flats, so it's either in B flat major. Make sure you can do the scale for B flat major. You should be doing it 2 octaves up and down. I have a video on that, blah, blah, blah. Or it could be in G minor. That also has 2 flats. Make sure you can do the scale for blah, 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 blah. I've said it a million times. So look at the end. Last major. It's ending here. Sounds B flat major to me. I'm going to go with that. One hand at a time. First, I'm going to play everything connected. I usually do when I start learning a piece. I want a fingering, if possible, that allows me to connect the notes. So I play them connected. Here. And the grace notes I'll leave out right now. I don't want them just 1 and 2 and. Because I'm too lazy to go 1 and to 2 and. So I just 1 and 2 and I know the 16th notes are in there someplace. 1 and 2 and thumb. And 3 on the D, thumb. And you can do a 1 and a 2 if you want, or just a 2 if you want. And do it again. Go down to the 3rd line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. I do 1 4 here for the E flat. They're both black keys. You can do a 5 if you want, or 4. I do a 4 because I got an A coming up. 1 and 2, and then come down here. I do a 2 5, 1 and 2 and. If you don't want the thumb up here, you do here. And if that's the case, you might need to do a 3 5. 1 and 2, and either a 2 or a 1, either one for the B natural. And then going on, they got a 1 3. I prefer 1 4. You can do a 2 4 if you want. 1 2 3. Page 27, 2nd line. Well, we have a sequence going up, and we're going to finger each of these patterns the same. So it's 1 and 1 and 2 and I do a 3 on that one too. I keep them all the same, except I don't end on a thumb because I need the thumb for the next note here. So again, 3 2 1 3 2 1 3 2 1, and then I do a 3 2 3. You can do a 4 3 4 if you want. I find 3 2 3 easier. And then you're back to your stuff you were doing at the beginning. Last line, you're here. Thumb, and then 2. Because that puts me here. I would like to, if possible, in the last measure, I'd like to play that D with little finger because I got to come down to here for the next note. And little finger lets me get as close as I can. Any other finger I use, my hand is further away from that note. I want to be as close to it as possible. So I want to play this little finger so I can come down here. Well, I got a plan for that if I want a little finger on that. So the measure before, I'm here, here, and you can do a 2 5, and I'm okay. So I do a 3 and 2 because I'm right in this area. I don't have to use the thumb on a black key. I'm out here, and then here, and then here. Left hand, just broken chords. They got a 2 1 3. If you don't want your hand up in here, then you can do a here. I prefer this. I do a 4 on the C because this way I'm in position for the rest of it. Here, here, and then 3 1 2. It's the fingering they're showing. The only difference is I put a 4 on the C rather than a 2. The treble clef here, you see they stuck in a treble clef sign there? They're sneaky. You gotta watch it. Rest. and the last note on that line I do a 2. So because I got to come back down here, and I use 5 on that because I said I want to connect everything, because I can do a 5-1 and do it again. 4-1. Third line down. 2, 4, and then I do a 1, 4, 3. They say a 1, because you can do it again an octave lower. Don't worry about what it sounds like. I don't know what Tchaikovsky was drinking here, I'm not sure, but that's what's written. It's here. Here. Top of page 27, third measure on the first line. You got the sequence going up. They say a 2. Well, I'm here. I do a 1, 3, 2. I'm doing it on all of these. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. And then here. And then I can change. And then we're back to what we were doing at the beginning. Put the hands together. And now when I go to do this on this kind of stuff, because this is a little tricky, I have always found Tchaikovsky's piano music, and this is piano piece, rather tricky. I've struggled with most of his piano pieces. It's this here, and then here, and then here. Just make sure you got the right hands. There's a rest on the left hand there. And here. And you have a rest in the left hand at the end of the second line. Right there, and then see, the pattern itself just keeps going up. We just switch which hand is playing it. So the second line there on page 27. You get the idea. I might improvise a little bit there. Yeah. Go through nice and slow until this is kind of comfortable with you in the fingers. Gradually speed it up. You don't have to go fast. This is not a fast piece. Just gradually speed it up with the fingers. And then when you get kind of comfortable and you get rid of the hesitation, so these eighth note pulses are steady all the way through, then we think about adding the staccatos and the grace notes. It's a nice light, although with this piece you can actually use finger, but I'm going to use wrist here. It's there. I'm on the key, all short, and this like so, where the left hand is just always that. Now the grace note, it's a very quick little note. It's not rhythmic, it's just quick. And people don't agree on how this should be played. So if you're saying, oh no, that's not right, it's got to be this way, just go away. There's different ways of doing it, and there's different ways of interpreting it. This is a light dance. This is a fun thing. So however you do it, make it fun. I don't know. But it's quick. Most people would play it before the beat. So the E flat comes with a C. Other people would play it on the beat, like me. So it comes with the C. I suggest for this piece, because it's a tricky piece, do it whichever way comes natural to you. Don't fight it. But I can't tell you for sure if I'm doing it on the beat or for the beat, because I'm doing it by feel, but I'm trying to do it on the beat. And that's the way all the way through. You just do it. Third line down. The grace notes went away, but the staccatos are the same. So this is a lot of staccatos and things going on in here. And the melody's going back and forth between the hands, which, well, that's the melody. It deals with the dynamics. Soft, that's the melody. You're going to crescendo up to about a moderately soft to moderately loud in there somewhere. Don't get loud here. The left hand has to be in the background. Right there. That's your loudest part. And then come back down. Do it again. And then come back down. I can't talk and play at the same time, so I have to do it this way. Third line down, moderately loud, but this is the left hand now, because that's the melody. Keep this right hand moderately soft to soft. And whatever you think moderately loud is. So. And that's pretty much all the way through until you top page 27, where you go back down to soft. Start the sequence soft and go up to moderate. You're going to go all the way up to loud, but you're going to take 4 measures to get there. So the first 2 measures, soft, moderately soft, moderately loud, just a hair louder than moderately loud. Now you're right there, you're loud, right there. So just second line, you're here. That's it. Keep the left hand in the back. And then all of a sudden, you're soft, like you were at the beginning. And you're getting louder and softer, and as it tells you to do. Now at the bottom, you're going up. You're going to end it very loud, but don't get very loud to the very end. So you're going up to last line. You're on your way up to loud. Loud here. Very loud. With accents, I don't agree with that. I wouldn't put accents on a very loud. Just play it very loud on a piano. Accent that would make it 3Fs loud. Well, yeah, you'll find 3Fs forte fortissimo in piano music, but it's rare. Because you're getting to the point now you're just banging. Now it's just blech. So just play them very loud. Don't worry about the accents at the end. And then we come into the speed. Moderato's in the middle, but that's the feel of the piece, not the beat. And keep in mind, can you picture people dancing to this somehow? It's the beat. Maybe that's too fast. They don't want to dance that fast. To me, this is a happy dance. Sometimes in music we have to practice hand moves. Actually, a lot of times in music we have to practice hand moves, at least I do. And at the end, that last measure, you're going from here, here. You may have to practice that. Going down an octave, both hands. Obviously, you gotta look down at the keyboard, which means you gotta memorize that part, but that's pretty easy to memorize this. It's just here. Be prepared, and you can go slow if you have to, and gradually speed it up. It's it's normal on those parts that are trickier, and every piece seems to have one passage or something in it that's hard, at least for me. I have to spend a lot of extra time on that area to get it to go. I think that's very normal. I'm sure most people do that. I like to play it with you very slowly. I'm not going to do any dynamics. I'll do the staccatos and stuff. And we'll do the repeat, because there's a repeat sign on the first 2 lines on page 26. Okay. So I'm going to give us 2 counts. And we'll put the metronome on 8th notes. Ready, and go, and... Repeat